Hey everybody, out of here once again. Today I'm working on my bike. It's a BMW R1250 and I'm swapping out the rear brake pads. Should be an easy job. Let's get it done. So first thing you want to do is make sure you have your bike on a center stand somewhere where it's stable. You want to make sure it doesn't fall because we're going to be removing the rear tire to be able to access the caliper. So go ahead and put it on your center stand. Make sure it's safe. It's not tilting back. We're going to go ahead and start by removing the mudguard. And it's a T27 bit. You're going to use a T50 torque bit and your wrench. Go ahead and remove the tire. There's going to be 5 T50 bolts, and we're going to go ahead and remove them now. Go ahead and remove your caliper bolts. There'll be 2 bolts, T40 bolts. Now that you have them loose, go ahead and remove your speed sensor cable. Now that you've taken your bolts off, you're going to want to make sure that nobody presses on the brakes. Can't touch them because once you take it off, it becomes a big mess. So go ahead and you're going to want to remove the pins out of there. 2 safety pins. Hold on to these. You'll need them again when reapplying the brakes. Don't lose them. Go ahead and get a bungee. You're going to use that to support the brake caliper. Have it. So now that we got it off, we're going to go ahead and pull that pin out and the brake pads will come out. You also have a retention clip or a tension clip right there. Once again, don't lose any of this. You'll need it to reassemble. There you go, 1 and 2. And as you can see, they were running pretty low. So next, I washed my caliper. I sprayed it with brake cleaner, and then got a little soapy water, a toothbrush, cleaned it out real good. You're gonna grab your old brake pads, place them where the pistons are. You got 2 pistons in the back. Press them against it evenly, as even as you can, and then put them back in so you can fit your new brake pads. So we did that. Everything's ready to go. We're going to go ahead and throw on the new brake pads now. So now grab your caliper, one of your brake pads, go ahead and shove it in. Right there. Grab the second brake pad, shove it on the other side. Right there, hold it with both hands. Grab your pin, put it in the right direction. You're going to want to push up, put a little pressure so the pin locks in. I don't know if you guys can see, but put a little pressure and all the way through. And orient your hose so the pins could go through. So grab your safety pins, throw them back in how they were. 2. Everything's nice and tidy. You can go ahead and throw it on now, line it up, and set it in. Now that you got your caliper lined up, go ahead and put your bolts in, your T40 bolts. It's not going to be perfectly aligned, so just give it a little wiggle. And there you have it. First one's in. Make sure you have blue Loctite. Make sure you throw blue Loctite on your bolts here. Go ahead and tighten them up. Now that you got them hand tightened, go ahead and grab your torque wrench. You're going to do 24 Newton meters. Make sure you press in a little bit so it doesn't slide out or strip your head. And when it cracks, that means you got it at the right setting. All right, so we got our caliper on with the brake pads in. We're going to go ahead and press our rear brake carefully, slowly. So I've got my tire now. I'm going to throw it back on. Slide it in, line it up. Everything's been torqued. You're going to want to have your bolts handy. Okay, right about there. Now that we've got our wheel on, we're going to go ahead and grab our bolts, our lug nuts. We're going to throw them in. They're going to be T50s. Go ahead and line it up. Already pre-started 2 of them. Throw all these on, hand tighten them. Grab your torque wrench, set it to 60 Newton meters. You're going to want to do this in a star pattern. We're back to the final step, installing our mud guard. Go ahead and grab your mud guard. Make sure you have your bolts, T27 bolts, little Loctite on them, blue Loctite. Hand tighten these again. And you're going to want to torque these down to 8 Newton meters. Already set my torque wrench. And push in at the same time as you turn. There you go. 2. And there you have it. Rear brakes are installed. Hope this video helps you guys out. If you like it, give me a thumbs up. If you have any comments, go ahead and leave it in the comments.